For daily Ask Reddit. r/Ask Reddit. What was your most expensive mistake? If you like the video, drop a like and subscribe so you never miss a video. Spending all my bitcoins back in the days way before they went through the roof. I bought a box of mixed tea for $2.5 million. I remember a barber shop in my town advertised they'd accept bitcoin. This was way back at the start. That kinda thing was unheard of. I wonder how many $1 million haircuts were actually given. Selling the condo I owned outright with no mortgage and putting it all towards a new life with my ex long-term relationship partner who later cheated on me and left me after 9 years. He got the house. I left with a quarter of the money I sunk into it. Lesson learned for me. I'm a dumbass. Hugs. Relationships are at times the most expensive mistakes in the world, especially if they don't end amicably. Yes, I have been there, except without the house. My fair share of failed college classes. My share of withdrawn classes. Oof. There were a few electives that I procrastinated in and ended up just dropping because it would have been too much work to catch up after a certain point. Same. I took classes in psychology, criminal justice, chemical, BO, and the like, just trying to find some subject that clicked. At some point I stopped caring and got lower and lower grades until I had to drop out or waste thousands of more dollars to just get myself out of probation. Big mistake going in so blind. I swapped price tags on a video game at Walmart to try to save $20. Never was arrested, but the county had to come out to talk to me, so they filed a civil suit. Probation cost me over $4K, and shoplifting on my record cost me some opportunities. Worst part about the situation was I had plenty of money at the time, but I was young and really dumb. Wait, you swapped price tags and got in that much trouble? Did the "it was like that when I got here" excuse not come to mind? Paid for it. Confronted by secret shopper who told me I was caught. He let me know someone was watching me on the security cameras. Long hair young dude, looked like I could definitely be shoplifting. Secret shopper promised I wouldn't be arrested, but I needed to come with him to make it right or I'd be banned from that store and would likely have a warrant for my arrest. The store made me pay the difference, and I sat in the office with 2 police officers filling out paperwork admitting I was wrong, and I understood the Walmart was choosing not to press charges. Took several hours, then I was released. A couple weeks later I got a court date in the mail. 17 years old, always stoned, living with my parents. I thought I'd show up at court and pay a fine and my parents would never know. Didn't even cross my mind to talk to a lawyer. They never cuffed me, but took my mugshot and put me on probation. $2,500 and 180 hours of community service. Drug tests monthly for 6 months. As if that wasn't bad enough, I cut a significant amount of my finger off, took off whole fingernail, through the bone, working in a restaurant trying to pay probation. Because of this I couldn't complete community service. No options besides physical labor, which I couldn't do for months. Forced to extend my probation and pay another almost $2K USD in fees to probation company. I was a great kid and really never made bad decisions before this, but a few days before the shoplifting incident I found out my girlfriend of 2 years who I lost my virginity to was fucking her college professor. My head was in a bad spot. It was a hard year. Drugs and the purchases I made while using. When I was 17 I received an inheritance. Not huge but enough to party on pretty good for a few years. Blew it all by the time I was 20. What a waste. Honestly, nearly a whole lifetime later, still one of my biggest regrets. My ex did this. If she had listened to my advice she would be a multi-millionaire in about 10 to 15 years and retire before 40. I got scammed by a dentist for a custom mouthpiece to help stop grinding my teeth at night. She said my insurance would cover it. Got a bill for $3,000. The piece doesn't fit in my mouth anymore because my teeth have shifted. It's been 5 years. I try not to think about it, but it comes up in the back of my mind randomly. Just to clarify, it's a piece of cheap plastic they made out of a mold. Definitely not worth that much money. A dentist that I went to about 20 years ago. I was 18 or 19 at the time and tried this dentist B/C. She was right by my work. tried to sell me that shit too after she did my x-rays, telling me that I was a nighttime teeth grinder. I informed her that there was no way I ground my teeth in my sleep B/C at the time. I slept wearing my plastic retainer that covered all of my top teeth and the front bottom teeth as I had only gotten my braces off a year earlier. I straight up called her out for trying to scam me and my insurance and walked out. I went right back to my regular dentist for my damn 6-month cleaning. I've learned that any dentist that actively tries to push products like that aren't worth my time. As a dental student, this makes me really sad because that can easily make such a difference to someone's life, but they might not be able to afford it. Plus they can eventually wear down too. That mouthguard probably cost less than £50 to make. I managed to get one for free from my dental school. I'm not sure how it works in America, but maybe next time it might be worth getting one from a dental school.